I'm delighted to join the 11th summit of the D-8 countries. Being in the fabled city of Cairo, at the confluence of history and heritage, is always a privilege and a delight. My warmest felicitations to His Excellency President Al-Sisi of the Arab Republic of Egypt on your election. Excellencies, we meet at a time when the world is witnessing unprecedented challenges. Yet, so many opportunities beckon us well. The theme of the summit, focusing on youth and the SMEs, aptly resonate with our shared aspirations. Each of our countries has a sizable youth population. Median age in Bangladesh, for instance, is just 27 years. We have 170 million people. Half of them are under 27. Every year, around 2.5 million young people enter the labor market in Bangladesh. In a private sector-driven economy, as we endeavor to get them fit for the market or encourage them to emerge as agile entrepreneurs, we see how emergence of technology is posing challenges and opportunities like never before. Manufacturing landscape in our countries has millions of workers who generally have low skills. But the manufacturing and service economy of tomorrow is fast transforming, largely riding on artificial intelligence, machine learning, data-driven tools and applications. In Bangladesh, where agriculture is still the critical mainstay for the society and the economy, we see how children of the majority of small farmers are little interested to pursue back-breaking, risky, and often uncertain farming on field the way their parents took upon as a matter of tradition. Traveling to rural Bangladesh, even across Asia, Africa, and Arab world, we see how millions of today's youth are fast embracing technology and innovation in everything around, either to run around long persistent challenges or eke out newer opportunities that many thought impossible even a few years before. Often the younger folks show uncanny imagination in tackling intractable climatic stress on the field. I particularly underline this as our agriculture and food are changing about securing our economies and creating wealth within our own societies with little outside inputs. This brings into our consideration the millions of small and medium enterprises. Most of them thrive within informal economy. They aspire to grow and connect to global supply chain. Most often, they lack formal structure, access to institutional finance, or support architecture that are unfamiliar with market norms, practices, and standards. Yet, I see how amazingly capable and competitive the SMEs are. In the D8 countries, collectively, we possess enough of wealth, even in private philanthropy, to stand by these scores of SMEs. With our modest support, we can shape a virtuous circle of good and for our people to take advantage of it. We need to let money flow to them through de-risking finance, for instance. Beyond what we discuss, let we, the D8 governments, convene candid, result-oriented conversation involving communities of youth, startups, business, finance, and see if we can carve out a new platform amongst them. Bangladesh should be ready to take such an initiative forward and convene a first multi-stakeholders meet in 2025. Excellencies, the way the world of work is evolving fast, as is the world of youth entrepreneurship. The D-8 countries have to reinvent learning to make rooms for our young boys and girls, not only to become entrepreneurs, but also to become leaders of the social businesses and to become leaders of the economy. In our countries, we have great heritage, wisdom, and accomplishments. We have to see how we can blend and build on those. We are yet to take fuller advantages of the digital revolution that has been with us for years. Now that using AI is here, let us think if we can leapfrog and catch up with the disruptions and to the advantage of our entrepreneurial boys and girls and take it to social direction. As we move forward, I would like to propose two specific actions for our consideration. One, to let us build and deepen functional, impact-driven connects between our universities and equivalent knowledge institutions, particularly focused on preparing boys and girls into entrepreneurs rather than job seekers, which we do now. We have to bring the entrepreneurship and higher learning much closer than what it is today. Our aim should be to generate knowledge that can produce global business and industry leaders from D-8 countries, successfully navigating in the fiercely competitive global market. If this asks to relook at the D-8 trade and investment framework afresh, we should do so, transforming the business to impact on people's lives, not just pursue it as an occupation to become wealthy. Young people will engage in social business to create a new civilization. Second, for years, we tried to impart basic education and skills to millions of young people in our countries through conventional in-person institutional architecture. In a 1.2 billion people, so often that is an increasingly daunting task. To reach a scale, we tried through distance learning, for instance. We need to think deeper as to how to skill millions of young adults in workplace where right attitude, values, and ethics matter as much as hard skills. And then we also confront the challenges to reskill many millions of different vocational streams on a continuous basis. Now that basic AI-based tools and applications are accessible, let's think of a cooperative learning agenda that can complement our national undertakings. Excellencies, as we adopt the Cairo Declaration and the summit outcome reflecting our collective aspirations and shared commitments to addressing pressing issues, I may call upon Excellencies to relook at our collective agenda fresh. I thank you for your attention. Thank you.